Good evening, you're watching Trending at 10 p.m. I'm Vishnu Shom. A double header tonight in terms of our debates. The father of the young girl in Uttar Pradesh who alleges that she was raped by a BJP MLA has died. We'll be looking at that. What does it say about the state of law and order in Uttar Pradesh? Also, should the IPL be moved out of Chennai because of the Kaveri protests in the state? First, a quick look at some of the big stories on NDTV.com and then some of the big Twitter trends as well. Well, this is a big story for us on NDTV. It is trending on NDTV.com. The father of the UP teen who alleged rape by a BJP MLA has died, not before he was beaten up by these henchmen, allegedly, of this MLA. The other big story that we are tracking, a very, very sad story, as 27 children dead as a school bus has fallen into a gorge in Himachal Pradesh. Yet another indicator of how dangerous our roads are. Congress leaders ate before their protest fast. That's what the BJP has been tweeting. The Congress went on this big fast of theirs, a one-day fast. Before that, as this picture indicates, they had chole bhature, I believe, and then they went on the fast to make sure that they didn't get hungry. Anyway, let's take a look now at some of the Twitter headlines as well. IPL, well, there are lots of protests as far as the IPL and whether it should continue in Chennai are concerned. But on the other hand, everybody wants to see cricket as well. That's one of the big matches today. And the big international story has been Syria and the gas attack there, and the fact that Israel has apparently been involved in attacking some of the bases over there. Let's quickly move on now to our top story, and that story has to do with the father of the UP teen. In fact, here it is. The father of the UP teen who alleged rape by a BJP lawmaker dies. 6 policemen have been suspended.
The desperate, disconsolate family of a 16-year-old alleged rape victim in UP's Unnao, after the girl's father died in a hospital this morning after spending the last week in jail. These pictures tell the story of a brutal attack allegedly by this man, BJP MLA from Unnao, Kuldeep Singh Sengar, and his associates on the 3rd of April. Sengar is accused of raping the man's daughter. Not only is he walking free, he is giving soundbites abusing the girl's family. All of last year, the girl and her family tried unsuccessfully to register a rape FIR against the MLA. However, the Uttar Pradesh police are unable to explain why they did not act on the girl's complaint against the MLA and did not convert her complaint into an FIR. Now, in such cases where minors are involved, the stringent POCSO Act is invoked, and that calls for an immediate registration of the case. However, in this particular instance, that did not happen. Instead of acting against the MLA on the 3rd of April, the Unnao police arrested the girl's father and sent him to jail after a counter complaint by the MLA's men accusing the father of assault. On Sunday, the girl had tried to commit suicide outside CM Adityanath's residence in Lucknow, fed up of inaction by the police.
योगी जी के पास गए, वहाँ जाने के बाद वहाँ सुनवाई हुई, बहन जाइए तुम्हारे पापा को कुछ भी नहीं होगा। कभी तब जेल में सही थे हमारे पापा, जिला अस्पताल आते हुए कुलदीप सेंगर ने हमारे पापा को मरवा दिया। गोली मार दो, इसके मुंह में लगा के गोली मार दो।
किसने मारा?
अतुल ने, कुलदीप ने। इनके सारे गार्ड हाउस किसी का नाम नहीं जानते हैं।
After an outcry, including this tweet by former Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav, the UP police chief suspended 6 policemen, including 2 inspectors, for negligence in the 3rd April incident. A high-level inquiry has been promised. 4 people have been arrested, all associates of the MLA, for assaulting the girl's father. But there has been no action against the MLA, Sengar, so far. In fact, Mr. Sengar even met the Chief Minister, Adityanath, in Lucknow this evening.
किसी भी दोषी को बख्शा नहीं जाएगा। सरकार और कानून इस मामले में, जो भी इस मामले में दोषी हो या किसी भी घटना में, उसके साथ किसी प्रकार की कोई रियायत नहीं करेगी।
BJP MLA Sengar has been a leader with the Samajwadi Party and the Bahujan Samaj Party earlier. He is known to be a political heavyweight in Unnao. There have been allegations of illegal mining against him in the past, but nothing has been proved. With Gaurav Sharma in Unnao, this is Alok Pandey, NDTV.
Well, that MLA says that he's going nowhere. He is not stepping down. There is a sense of outrage, not just at the death of the father of the 16-year-old girl, but at the fact that it's taken a year before some sort of cognizance has been taken on what she has been saying for a long time. Joining us now to look at this, Deshrata Nigam, member of the RSS, with us, Namita Bhandare, the gender editor of Mint, and Abdul Hafiz Gandhi, the spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Ms. Bhandare, let me come to you first. You know, we'll talk at length in a while about the death of the father, but the fact of the matter is, how could a 16-year-old, I believe she was 15 at the time, you know, how could a rape allegation, a serious allegation, not be booked by the police? How could this MLA not have been booked earlier? Isn't that a complete travesty of justice?
It is. Just to make a small correction, Vishnu, I'm no longer gender editor at Mint, though I remain concerned about gender issues and I continue writing on gender issues. You know, I find it interesting that 5.5 years after the gang rape of December 2012, we have a tough law, we have a good law, but what you're seeing time and again is it's very, very poor implementation on the ground. In fact, refusal to register an FIR is now a punishable offence by 2 years in imprisonment. So that should tell you something. But of course, on the ground, police remain reluctant to file FIRs, particularly when you know. And in this case, there is political patronage. There is a certain fear, and the fact is that this incident, the rape itself, happened in June. And we are nearly a year later. There has been no arrest, and you know the action takes place only when there is a tragedy, when her father dies. Yes. And it's shocking. It's just shocking. I don't have words to explain it.
Mr. Deshrata Nigam, the fact of the matter is that, you know, there have been arrests which have taken place now. These people who apparently hurt the father and eventually killed him, it appears, have now been arrested. But why, as Namita was suggesting, does it take you know, a tragedy like this for action to take place? Is it because this MLA and his henchmen were so powerful in Unnao that they felt that they could get away with anything?
In the first instance, when I heard about this incident, my first reaction was the man should have been arrested. But later, in fact, when I read the coverage of NDTV on a NDTV website, the entire incident, I saw there are 4 versions that have come about with relation to the incident of the death of her father. So, and this is a 1-year-old incident. If it had been a fresh incident, if things would have raised at that point of time, I don't know how much it was raised, there are different conflicting issues are coming. If it had been an immediate incident, then I am sure he would have been behind bars by now. Because there is no medical evidence at this point of time, and therefore high-level magisterial inquiry has been ordered. As a lawyer, I am a lawyer, let me tell you, if
it's been ordered now.
Now, because that point of time, what exactly happened, things have not yet come out.
There was no cognizance of her allegation that she was raped by the MLA.
Who didn't file the FIR? Whose fault is it?
See, no, I agree, the situation, I agree, I am not saying, but at this point of time, when a cognizance has been taken. So then don't talk
of evidence. No, the evidence is gone. Obviously,
now,
1 year later there is no evidence.
Please let me complete as a lawyer. Let me tell you, if I am a prosecution lawyer, I would always, now suppose he is arrested and taken to the court. The court will ask, please show me the evidence. Therefore, a high-level magisterial inquiry is required to collect all the evidence.
I think the point of what we had, firstly, as you mentioned yourself, 1 year after an alleged rape has taken place, perhaps there won't be the kind of evidence that is required to put anybody behind bars.
Yes.
But the problem over here, what we are talking about, is how a man allegedly commits this crime, his henchmen go and beat up the father and kill him, and he is still free. Nothing seems to happen to him.
See, the fact your own website gives 4 versions.
There are different
versions. And the father is arrested.
But one of the versions which is consistent is this girl alleging rape.
Therefore, I am
cognizance taken of it, then it wasn't.
Therefore, I am saying a high-level magisterial, it is not a police inquiry, it is a magisterial inquiry. If a single thing, it comes, he should be behind the bars.
Isn't this, you know, I mean, a case of the horse having bolted? Isn't this something which should have been done much earlier? I think that's what we're looking at.
In this instance, if things had been pursued at that point of time, or the cognizance had been taken at that point of time, I think he should have been behind bars long time back.
That's just the point. It was cognizance was not taken. Abdul Hafiz
I
Gandhi.
have a question.
Namita, just give me half a second.
I have a question.
Namita, I'll come to you in half a second. Namita, I just want to introduce my other panelist. I'll come to you after that.
Yeah.
Abdul Hafiz Gandhi, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Mr. Gandhi, you know, I mean, is this, in your opinion, a case of a local leader who is strong enough to do whatever he wants? Is this a case which is disputed in any manner? Is this a case of the media getting it all wrong? How do you see this?
Vishnu, this is quite unfortunate that a girl and her father, they had to run from pillar to post to get their FIR or complaint registered. And when nobody paid any heed, they went to the court under section 156 clause 3 of CRPC, where court can direct the police to register an FIR. So this matter is almost 1 year old. Police was not doing anything, and police was not doing anything because of the fact that this person who is accused of raping her is BJP MLA. And he is BJP MLA, and that is why things were not happening according to the victim or the girl's father. And the girl's father was pressurized to, withdraw this complaint from the court. So on 3rd of April, he was beaten up, he was thrashed, and, this had happened. And instead of filing the thrashing FIR, this father was put into jail. And nothing happened to the other side. So this shows that the complicity of the state government. And this girl had also approached the Chief Minister of UP on 17th August 2017. So this matter is not new to Chief Minister. Chief Minister was apprised on 17th August 2017 that this matter has happened in Unnao. And Chief Minister also assured this girl that police action will happen. But nothing happened. So I will not say that Chief Minister is not providing patronage to this person. There is full patronage. This person is influential. And see the language of BJP MLA. He is saying that Nimn Istar ke log hain. These are the people of low status. So what? If you commit crime against the people who are poor, does that mean that they don't have any constitutional right?
Right.
Does that mean that they have no, right to the guarantee of equality which is provided by Article 14 of the Indian Constitution?
Namita,
Being a poor is a crime in this country. So I demand that first of all FIR must be filed for rape crime against the BJP MLA and his two brothers. In this case also, the incident which happened on 3rd April, the names of the brothers Arun and Atul, the brothers of MLA, they were omitted from the FIR. So there is full complicity of the state government. The state government does not want to take any action against this particular MLA because this MLA helped them in Rajya Sabha election. He brought one MLA from BSP.
Namita, you had a point.
Why the BJP government is rewarding him.
Yes, go ahead. And if we can just play out those images once again.
I did.
Which were blurred images.
I just want to remind
Namita, as you carry on with your answer, I want to play out these images of the father. These were the images which we blurred out because of the extent of the injuries that he received, and he's dead, possibly because of internal injuries. But go ahead with the point. Go ahead, Namita, with the point that you were making.
Absolutely. I just wanted to talk about another case which took place in Lalitpur district of Uttar Pradesh in January 2016, where you have almost a similar replay of the events, where there's a complaint of rape. The police refused to file a case. The accused is a local leader from the Samajwadi Party. So what I'm trying to say is that this is an endemic problem. It's not a BJP, SP, Congress. I mean, this is an endemic problem that cuts across party line. The kind of political patronage that these criminals get across party lines. So this was a Samajwadi Party leader. The girl then had to go to court, and the court then ordered that an FIR has to be filed. And it took 8 months for the police, despite a court order, to file the FIR. Meanwhile, this this woman, I shouldn't call her a girl, this woman and her husband had to leave the village because they were ostracized, facing pressure from goons. So I think there is an endemic problem here. I think we have to talk about, especially in a state where the Chief Minister comes in talking grandly about anti-Romeo squad. Let's just talk about more basics. The right to safety. This is a gross human rights violation. Human rights of this woman, of this girl and her father. Okay. And I think we're not talking about it. We're limiting it to scoring political brownie points between one party and another. I think it's time to bury political differences. Look at lawlessness in a state like Uttar
Mr.
Pradesh,
Nikam, shouldn't this MLA at the very least, shouldn't the BJP have him to step down from his post till this investigation? Isn't there an issue of propriety?
See, the
Absolutely,
fact is,
he must be suspended. That is the only moral thing to do.
Okay, one second, Mr. Nikam, go ahead.
Suspension is one thing. There is a possibility of suspension. I don't deny that. And secondly, to resign is something is tomorrow he is not proved guilty. And if he resigns,
so then he gets back his post.
No, resigning as an MLA, I am talking about.
He has to, at the very least, step down from his post. Something
at least some disciplinary action has to be taken at the end of the BJP.
Yes.
Some action. And secondly, there is also a complication here that he withdrew the father withdrew his complaint filed in the court for registering of FIR.
Why did he do that? Because he was terrorized, because threats had been made.
See, we don't know.
But that is what is now coming out.
No, it's coming out. It has to be gone into by court. That whether he withdrew on his own or whether he was terrorized. These are the issues. And I want a magisterial inquiry to build a foolproof case against this MLA so that there is no chance of him getting scot-free. So a foolproof case, because it's a one-year-old case, then let us build a case and see to that, if evidence is collected, even an iota of evidence is collected, he goes behind the bars and really gets the punishment for a rape and even for murder.
Well, let's see what finally happens in this case. I'd like to thank all of you very much for joining us. The sad tragedy of Uttar Pradesh, indeed so many parts of this country, is that there are so many such cases which are never reported. At least this is one which has been reported. But will there ever be justice? That 16-year-old girl has lost her father, who was beaten up by the men, some of whom may actually have raped her as well. I'd like to thank all of you very much for joining us.